All right, so thank you very much. So we're now to the second part of the event with the startup pitches. Brief reminder, we have 7 startups. Each of them will have 4 to 5 minutes to present their case. And then we have a brief also time window for some questions. So feel free to ask any questions directly to the founder, and we may begin with our team from Lithuania. Arūnas, may I please ask you to come to stage? Round of applause as well.
Thank you. Thank you. Quick question. How many of you tried buying something online but never actually finished your purchase? Just raise your hand. You're not alone. More than 70% of shoppers do the exact same thing around the world, totaling to $260 billion in lost sales and revenues in US and Europe alone. So why is that? Well, it all comes down to lack of information or lack of trust. This was my experience when running my own e-commerce business. By simply calling people, I can convert them from hesitant shoppers to loyal customers. But this is not something you can do at scale, which is why we created Callzy AI. Callzy is a smart voice AI assistant that automatically calls all of your shoppers. It can answer their questions, handle their objections. It can even offer their personalized discounts. Plus, it can use all major languages with a selection of natural-sounding voices. Abandoned carts is just a start. Now we're building AI agents for upselling, cross-selling, and inbound support to fully automate the customer experience. Imagine in your business an army of AI agents that works in a unified orchestra, helping and guiding your customers when they need support, answering their questions, helping those hesitant shoppers to convert to paying customers, and working 24/7 with no sick days, no holidays, and at a fraction of the labor cost. Plus, it integrates with all of your systems to fully capture the events that are relevant for all your customers, from your acquisition channels to your e-commerce CRM systems and platforms, and to your communication channels like emails and messaging. In the last 6 months, we onboarded over 260 e-commerce merchants, and we're growing 34% month over month. Callzy has made over 20,000 real-life conversations and helped brands recover around the world over $500,000 in lost sales and revenues, which is why companies like Car Vertical, F-Pro, and many more has recently started working with us. Hi, my name is Arūnas, and I'm a serial entrepreneur and a third-time founder. I spent over a decade building e-commerce businesses and scaling to 7-digit revenues. And my co-founder, Laimonas, is a world-class tech CTO who has built AI solutions and systems before ChatGPT was even cool. Combined, we share over 25 years of experience in AI and e-commerce. In the last 6 months, we got accepted and graduated from our first big AI VC accelerator, which opened up doors for us to join the prestigious 500 Global VC Acceleration Program, and we graduated from that in December. Now we're opening an investment round, our pre-seed investment round of $1 million that will help us to solidify and mark Callzy AI as a global #1 solution for the voice in e-commerce. We live this problem, and we know how big the opportunity is. In the next few years, all of the customer communication will be powered by AI. Faster and will just much more efficient. So join us as we turn those lost clients to loyal customers.
I love the enthusiasm, really much. What a way to get started. So yeah, questions. I have my own questions, but I need your questions
sure,
primarily. Don't be shy. Yes.
What's the technology below the hood? What are you running there?
So we use a lot of AI integrations. We actually started back in 2024, end of that, and we started to piloting with some of the US clients that we had. And so we built the solution. Already we have some clients in a pipeline that were paying money for us to build it. And so we use multiple AI models that integrate and act between each other. So normally it's like 5 AI models, which are text to text, then there's a text to speech, and there's emotional regulation. But the way the system is built that it understands the context. So if a customer says, oh, I'm not really sure about the pricing, so you can pull off some information, give some personalized discount. Or if a customer says, I don't know, they couldn't finish the purchase because it doesn't ship in a specific region. So you can do all different actions and then follow up with SMSs, WhatsApps, emails, and all of that.
Yes.
Are you using local phone numbers, and how do you prevent them getting flagged?
Yeah. So we actually have a huge list of localized numbers. Majority of our clients are still based in US. So we have localized numbers for each state in the United States. And then for Europe, we kind of go case by case on the current numbers. But we currently have, I would say, at least 10 phone numbers localized in Europe.
All right. Yes?
Sure.
I have two connected questions. First of all, are you already monetizing? And secondly, how do you monetize?
Yeah, great question. So yes, we are. Majority of our clients are paid customers. There's a kind of a funnel that we build it off. So we started off with free pilots, and then we convert them to paying customers, and then we upgrade them. We started from a simple subscription model where they pay for a fixed cost, and they get X amount of calls and messages, whatever. Now we introduced the credit system, which allows the brands to have bigger volumes and different actions and different activities. So it's a subscription model plus transactional model involved together.
Yeah.
Have you done a comparison of real calls versus AI calling?
Absolutely, yeah. So one of the things is that in terms of quality, I would say AI is actually a lot better because it's actually consistent. Biggest e-commerce brands, they normally use call centers around the world, based somewhere in Asia, majority of them. So the kind of comparison we're looking for is, first of all, is the answer rates, because that's a very important thing in order to pick up rate. So we currently sit from 20 to 25% on answer rates, and leading top, I would say call centers have 30%. So we're actively improving on that. And then the second bit is about the conversational flow. There's rapidly been developing from what we had initially to what we have now. I would say it's light years ahead. I'm happy to do the quick demo after this. The latency is not there. There's a lot of emotional regulation. I would say even the beautiful thing is that you can really personalize. So we have some clients businesses that do, for example, skincare. And then you can experiment with different accents. So we found out that in US, a very strong British female accent performs best in some of the states. And then you can personalize based on the products you sell, based on customer profile, and etc. So it's a very, it's something that I would say human beings are just incapable to achieve, at the scale, basically.
I have one more question related to what you said before about monetization. If your model is based on AI integrations, as you said before, then how do you manage the tokenization cost? How do you manage if you are using AI integrations, are those integrations based on the use of tokens or something else?
No, so we built our own internal credit system. So that's completely aside from what we have as a cost-wise. Generally, if you're worried about the cost versus the payments that we get, we're 80% profit margin, so that's not a problem for us. We can also optimize much more of that at scale. And then generally AI is kind of getting cheaper as well and getting a lot better by the day, I would say. In the last 3 months, it's been a tremendous shift already. So it is kind of the future. We're going there. When we started to what we have now is a day and night already as a product.
One last question from myself. There's a lot of AI voice players in the market. What makes you kind of defensible?
So here's the thing. So there's a lot of players, but they all kind of you have to find your niche. So that's why we're going specifically for e-commerce. And there is a thing where it's not about just a voice system. So in general in SaaS, so there's SaaS and then there's AI. So there's a separate two technologies that already provide a level of complexity, but it's about the integration and capturing of specific events and then creating systems to work on those events. So this is something that I guess, when you work in e-commerce, you know how to build those systems. There's a lot of AI systems for general ones like reception and stuff like that, but there's very few that actually does it in e-commerce. So I think this is a unique window of opportunity. It's almost like a time machine from my perspective, because if we go back to 2010, email marketing was essentially that. And now so we're kind of just recreating everything that they build through even the business model. You can do campaigns, you can do all sorts of events based on the activities. And so so we're really looking forward. Q4 normally is the biggest time for us, so we're looking forward for this Q4 now.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Microphone. Next up, I would like to welcome Martin from Price Cloud. Round of applause as well.
Hi, I'm Martin. I'm CEO and co-founder of Price Cloud. Let's start. We have 4 minutes, so let's go. Most businesses operate blindly. Actually, ads run 24/7. Competitors change prices daily, and actually you are not aware whether you're losing or winning on prices. So Price Cloud actually solves this gap. We turn pricing intelligence into smarter advertising solutions. So why it matters? We looked at data. 83% actually look for cheaper options online, and 35% of people actually look this cheaper options in store as well. So if you're going to buy TV, you are looking maybe there are TV somewhere cheaper. So if your prices are not competitive, then your ads work for your competitors. And actually this results in wasted ad spend, eroding margins, and most importantly, actually brand damage. How does Price Cloud work? It's a 3-step solution. So firstly, we scan. There is no need for any API integrations or anything else. Then the hardest part, we compare to our client's CRM, so we know where we are competitive, and then we only advertise what wins. So there are basically 2 engines behind this. This is data engine, so we are continuously monitoring prices, then we assess the prices, and then we give recommendations. And second is that our tool is that you don't need anything new. You can work with your existing strategies, with your existing agencies, just use the data and advertise only what is cheaper. So this is how it looks in our dashboard. So this main dashboard, there is product view, so you can you can change all the product specifications, and you can look whether you are cheaper and where you stack against your competitors. There is price comparison. You see, actually, maybe you are even too cheap, so you can rack up your revenue and price your products even more costly. And this is new feature what we are working now. It is as Price Cloud, because a lot of people are not very good with Excel and data and so on. So you can just ask Price Cloud and it will give from the database the answers where you are good at and where you need some improvements. We monetize in 2 ways. First is platform subscription. So there is starting investment where you choose your competitors. So this is one-time setup fee. Then we are asking for maintenance fee and per 1,000 SKUs scanned. So, and the second one is performance-based. This is this advertising model, and we scale when our clients succeed. This is actually a calculator you can check in our website, and it's easy to use. How we stack up against competitors? So there are basically 2 types of platforms. There is price intelligence tools that are focused on this monitoring and checking where you are, and second is advertising platforms. So we are actually the bridge between those 2. The market is big. Global e-com is around 100 billions. Then there is EU and UK, and even if we get fraction of 1%, we can get revenue way over 10 million. Our main target customers are anyone with e-com shop. But we are focusing more on e-com shops where the budgets are over 100K. Right now, we are focusing on finishing our product and testing the product out with our pilot clients. So we are now in Latvia and Lithuania doing this, and actually we launched this publicly only Monday, and there is very strong interest from agencies and brands. So we have a lot of meetings, and we'll try to get more clients really soon. But team behind the product. I have experience in agency and in-house for more than 15 years. So I know how agencies and brands are taking decisions and whether they are choosing products like this or not. And my co-founder Dizis, he have more than 15 years of experience building enterprise-grade digital platforms. So for tech giants in Europe like MTV UK and Vario and others. We are asking for 300K for 10% equity, and our runway is 18 months. So we will finish in a couple of closest months. We will finish the product and we will build scalable architecture. We are working on onboarding at least 20 clients, and we are looking for EU market launch. Yep, that's it. So if you have questions, please.
So just to fully understand, if I'm an electronics store, I can use the platform to basically monitor thousands of my competitors' products. It already says what type of pricing they put on, and then adjust my advertising budgets.
It's a bit more complicated, So a lot of stores have like 50,000 products, and like 30,000 are comparable to other stores. And from those 30,000, around 10 you are winning on. So you can push only those products which you are winning, and others actually you can see the prices and adjust them. Maybe you can improve your pricing. You can see it daily.
All right. Questions from the audience? Yes, Jan?
Does your solution monitor also like these price comparison sites?
We can do it. We can monitor any store at any scale. We have tried with Rimi, with Zalando. We can do it overnight. So we can do it, but it's actually more precise to do it on the direct websites.
Like with Rimi, like price comparison sites like Solids and all that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, but those sites usually are taking APIs or feeds from the stores. Our technology, actually, we don't need any web page feed or list. We just can scan the web page. It's even better.
All right, more questions from the audience?
Is your client acquisition cost to plan for clients?
Right now, actually, we are pushing more through agencies. So if we're looking at acquisition costs, it would be around 15% of our sales. So it's given back as rebates of the quarter or year. So our average client actually looks like medium business. It would be around 2,000 a month, and bigger clients up to 10,000 a month. So yeah.
For you to reach the 3,000 recurring revenue, how many clients do you need?
We look at 20 medium-sized clients. So we can do it in bigger markets. It's like 2 or 3 clients. So it's quite fast. We can get to this number.
Okay. One last question from the audience. We have time for one more question.
Does your solution work like it's more monitoring the prices and also setting up automatically Google Ads and stuff like that? Or?
No, it's so this solution works with any strategies the companies already have our clients. So we are giving them better feed for the ads. So right now, when you are pushing these catalog ads, all the products are pushing in the feed in Facebook, even though they are not competitive. We're giving better feeds, so only the best products and the products which can win on price, it will be shown.
All right. Okay, one more question.
Yep.
How often do you update the feed?
Feed, we are scanning 4 times a day, so we can update the feed. Yeah, we can do it, but right now it's set up for 4 times a day.
All right, thank you very much. Next up, we have a guest from Estonia, Kailev, representing YBill. A round of applause as well.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Emils, for inviting me here. Labakar, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to be here. Actually, it's an interesting position for me to be here in front of you today, because usually I'm on your side of the hall, because I'm also a member of LatBAN already for many years. and have invested myself into about 10 startups this far. So I know how it feels to be in your shoes. But today I'm on the other side of the table. So I have a pleasure to present you a company called Ubil, or Ybil in English, which comes from the word waybill, so it's connected to logistics. And we are on a mission to make logistics paperless and lean and much more efficient. Are there any of you who have some experience with logistics in this hall? Yeah, my friend and partner Anton is here as well, so he obviously has experience, but any other people? So it sounds very, let's say, a little bit basic that we make logistics paperless, but can you just guess how many waybills are produced every day in Europe today? Approximately, just a number.
1 million.
It's a very good guess. It's actually 5 million every day. 5 million waybills. And if we talk about international logistics, cross-border logistics, can you guess how many of them are today digitalized? 1%. It's super. I mean, you definitely have some connection to logistics. Yeah, it is actually amazingly low. There is still a huge amount of paper moving around. The main document which we are already digitalizing is called CMR. It's a consignment note that is used in international transport. If any of you are connected to cargo or sending cargo, receiving cargo, and those documents are printed out in millions every day, and in 4 copies on paper. In Germany, they still use fax to send those documents and post. So it's still logistics industry in that sense is still very traditional. I basically already covered large part of this. There is we have around 50,000 tons of paper printed out every year, which is around the same amount of paper as Latvia cuts forest every year. So it's a lot of forest and a lot of paper. So we are not talking only about the cost, which is tremendous. I mean, we talk about 21.6 billion cost, which is according to European Union studies. We also talk about environmental topic, because printing out paper and a lot of this paper ends up in waste. It's obviously not reasonable. And then we also talk about the usage of data, because if your processes are on paper, if you have paper moving around, obviously you are not working efficiently with that data. So we are also addressing that topic. The underlying reason why there is still so much paper moving around is actually in a fact that there is no data exchange between European countries if we talk about logistics data. Therefore, if I send cargo from Riga to Munich, all the authority checks on the way can only happen on paper. There is no way to check those documents digitally today. And but there is a solution coming, not only from us. We also have a solution already ready and in sales, but there is also a solution coming from European Union. There is a new regulation which has been under development for almost 10 years already, and it is called EFTI, or Electronic Freight Transport Information. This regulation kicks in next year, 9th of July, and after that all authority checks in Europe for logistics data, logistics documents must be performed also digitally. So the paper can still be used during certain period, but authorities need to accept digital documents. And we are one of the first platforms in Europe today that is already compliant with this new regulation. Because myself and my friend Anton, my business partner, we are actually also experts and consultants on this new regulation. So we know how to do it. What we have today is 2 platforms. We have a TMS platform. If any of you, I mean, you understand that you are not from logistics. So TMS is transport management system. It's an operating system for logistics company, and there is already existing market for this type of solutions. But we have it as well, especially for SME logisticians who lack good digital tools. The platform that we developed last year and started to sell a little bit less than a year ago is ECMR platform that is fully compliant with this new regulation. And we have already onboarded 100 customers and made 620,000 euros first year's sales last year on this platform in Estonia only, without any marketing. We obviously are well-connected people in Estonia, so it was not so difficult for us, but there are, we talk about 700,000 companies in logistics and 2 million manufacturers in Europe only who actually have a need for this kind of connectivity and platform. And we are working on a really disruptive, revolutionary insurance product for logistics, which works as an embedded insurance on top of our ECMR dataset. And it means that today insurance is offered in a very traditional way. It's still phone calls, paper, sending PDFs between logistics companies and insurance companies. We make it usage-based and we embed it together with every consignment note that is moving either on our platform or our partner's platform. Because part of the strategy that we have is cooperating with anybody that wants to cooperate. Today we met with a couple of great Latvian companies here, and we are looking actively to cooperate with other digital companies who are approaching logistics markets and also for big logistics players. We did also world's first pilot together with Latvian authorities and Estonian authorities in September last year. You can actually watch a video about it in YouTube as well. So that was the first ever pilot according to this new regulation that was handled by us. I already basically talked about this. So our target market is logistics companies, manufacturers, also retail, who also needs this connectivity. The market potential itself will be around 16 billion euros by 2035. It will grow really fast, especially after this regulation will start next year. And we aim to achieve at least 20 million ARR by the end of 2029 and shooting to 200 million ARR later. If everything goes well, maybe we can even shoot 100 million by 29. So that's at least our dream, where we want to go. And last year, as I said, we did 620,000. End of last year, we had 85 customers in Estonia only with zero marketing. And today we have around 100 customers. So we are selling quite fast. And our roadmap is to establish ourselves in all big European markets before this regulation kicks in middle of last year. This is our great founder team, 5 co-founders, everybody with super strong experience. And we are raising a seed round. We have been bootstrapping this far. Last year we were actually profitable because our gross margin is super high. It's over 80%. So, but we obviously don't want to be profitable in next couple of years. We want to grow as fast as we can. And we are raising a seed round with safe notes and with 6 million cap and or 20% discount, which hopefully do not need to be used if we grow well enough. All right. Thank you.
So we have time for 1 or 2 short questions. So yes, please, questions. Yes.
What about the competition?
There are roughly, we have identified less than 20 companies that are working on this. Some of them are on the same level approximately as we are. Mostly they are from, actually, there are 7 companies in Estonia that are working on the same topic, but we are most successful ones. Estonia is actually really active market here, and then there are a couple of companies in Benelux and also in a couple of other European countries. So that the market for ECMRs is still very early phase. We haven't identified any serious competition for the kind of insurance that we want to offer.
I have a question. You have many products in your offering. Which do you predict will be the driving one in terms of revenue and getting new customers? Will it be the regulation one or will it be the insurance one?
There is a strong synergy between those 2 products. So that within, let's say, within next 2 years, we see very strong drive from the regulation product. But then a long-term insurance product will be the biggest hit for us.
All right. Thank you. We're out of time, unfortunately.
Thank you.
Next up, I would like to welcome on stage Laura from Lauraline Tech. Round of applause as well. Oh, clicker.
Hi, my name is Laura, and we are creating new laser technology for hair bleaching. Every year, 300 million hair salon clients risk hair breakage and chemical burns just to go blonde. It's a frustrating process because chemical bleaching cannot be done without the damage. I know the pain. I lost half of my hair after going blonde. So the solution is to replace chemistry with physics. So I have created a new laser technology device that can finally every hair color from dark to black, very black dark, we can bleach it without the damage. So how it is happening? We are using laser precise points and targeting only the pigment in the hair and leaving the keratin structure unintact. So we started by building a prototype. First prototype was we just bleached from one side. Then we created another one where we were able to bleach hair strand from both sides. And we are iterating, making it even better, adding safety features. And now this week we are finalizing on a prototype where we can bleach from both sides evenly. And remember, this is just an ugly prototype. So, of course, we are also testing what happens with hair on the molecular structure and before and after treatment. So, for example, if chemical bleaching does from 60 to 100% damage, then we are doing less than 3%, which is insignificant. 1 in 3 women has tried hair bleaching, but only 13.5% remains as active bleachers, meaning 790 million has tried but left because due to the damage. So imagine with this tool, we can unlock big market. And even those reach to those who previously thought it's impossible. So our business model at the beginning will be B2B. We will have direct sales to luxury hair salons. They will be our first customers and future advocates of our product. So the go-to-market strategy is like this. We will create our first batch of 10 devices, sell to our partner salons in Latvia. Then after certification, we will expand in Baltics and Europe. Of course, there are many indirect competitors, big brands like L'Oreal, but none of them has such technology. So imagine we are creating new product category, laser device for hair bleaching. And we are a very strong team of superstars, combining hands-on experience, building ideas into reality. We have background in computer science, bioinformatics, engineering, laser optics system engineering, of course, branding, business, and marketing. So within the next 6 months, we have a very ambitious goal to finish with our ugly prototype, move to industrial pretty design, do certification, and further expand our IP internationally, and of course, manufacture the first batch of 10 devices. So we are looking for strategic partners who has knowledge in beauty tech industry that could help us move quickly. Thank you.
Precisely another 4 minutes. Thank you. Questions from the audience. Innovation in this room.
Do you have your intellectual property and patents set up for this technology?
Yeah, we have submitted a patent pending application national in Latvia, and we are working to widen it and make it much stronger.
But currently only in Latvia.
But it's a patent pending, so it will take some time after we have it.
Yes, Aldis?
Does your product need some certification from the government before it can be used on humans?
We need only, in Europe, we need CE certification, and in North America, we need FDA. And of course, for example, if we move to Asia, then Japan has their own, and the UK also has their own certificate.
Yes?
Going to be a strategy of preventing copycats from China?
Copycats from China? So first of all, we will not start manufacturing at the moment there, even though it could be much not easier, but it could be cheaper. So from China, I guess you can't really fight them. We can just be, we can use our first mover advantage, to be first in the market, and establish strong brand identity as well.
But what is exactly stopping like L'Oreal and others from actually building the same technology?
That's a very good question. And actually, I have reached out to their head of in L'Oreal, like key person in L'Oreal. I have reached out to them with this question, and they haven't replied to me. No, like, of course. But they have actually patents similar to this technology from 1994. And then they have also similar patent, like the idea is similar from 98 and 2008, but I wonder where is the device? So I don't know. One could be, possibility could be that laser technologies are advancing lately, like only now, and the access to laser technologies are not something that was 20 years ago. Maybe that's why, but that's a good question.
All right. Question over there.
How did you plan to manufacture this device at scale? Would you walk us through your supply chain management design?
Yeah, so at the beginning, at least for 10 batches, we will start in Latvia. And then we are planning to move to Asia.
Yes.
Super quick question. How do you bleach hair close to the skin of the head?
So what I didn't mention, in every step we work closely together with hairdressers. So also when using chemical ingredients, we don't touch the first 3 millimeters of the root.
And who bleaches them?
No one. We're not bleaching the first 3 millimeters. Almost never.
Yes, one last question.
What do you see as the biggest blocker for you to get successful?
Nothing, to be honest, but because I don't, like, there could be many things, like, for example, L'Oreal creates tomorrow such device, and then it goes like viral. Of course, that could be it, but there could be many what ifs, so I'm not actually focusing on them. I'm not thinking about it, I'm just going for it.
Okay, one last question from me. You're in a room full of investors. What are your, let's say, future fundraising plans, or how do you actually want to approach this?
Yeah, so at the moment, we are not looking for money. We are looking for strategic partners because I understand that connections are key and could be that they are more valuable than money. So we are looking for connections.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Super.
Yes.
Yep. Next up, another Lithuanian colleague, Nestas, representing Brosvarn. Did I pronounce it correctly?
Yeah. So we do all agree, I think, that war is brutal. But there's one brutal thing that is in the top from World War I and continues to be very successful till this day in Ukraine. And that's not guns. That is these bastards, landmines. But with that, we created a global landmine crisis now. And it grows astronomically after each conflict. Thousands of people die each year, and the sad part that half of them are children. And we all know Ukraine is now the most contaminated place on earth, our recent conflict. And the projection is that future conflicts will be the same, and even worse in future conflict zones. The issue is that humanity has no detection tool. There is nothing works now. No innovation, no breakthrough technology works now in contaminated lands. No recent drone technologies, nothing. With this accuracy, I think we all agree we would not step foot on the contaminated place, yeah? And I just came from Ukraine as well. The only working thing is a metal detector on foot, on the ground, centimeter by centimeter. That's why it takes just so long. But at Brosvarn, we feel that we are that breakthrough. we can change this. And we've been awarded by NATO as the best breakthrough technology in the world in this field. And for that, we had to invent so many things that major players, primes, major defense primes, tried to do for decades. US government tried to solve this. And for that, we reinvented and developed the lightest synthetic aperture radar in the world, which is in satellites now. But we had to make a drone-worthy payload. We also had to reinvent ground-penetrating capability because conventional GPRs just doesn't work on a drone. They work on the floor, but that doesn't work on a contaminated place. So we had to reinvent that as well, a purely drone architecture. And finally, we had to create a very unique engine made out of mathematics and physics, which changes how we look at things underground. And this is one of the best visions that we have now. And we are changing it to the future of how we look underground things, a two-dimensional view, at least, where we fusion real-world imaging with radio wave imaging. And it's not thermal image now, it's not a camera, it's pure radio wave, and it's getting better and better each day. We will improve it a lot in the future. And on the bottom is a fully buried plastic landmine. There is no other sensor in the world that can detect non-metallic objects underground. We are the only sensor in the world. And there's a beautiful business case as well. There's very high margin technology. There's a beautiful subscription case. There's a beautiful OEM case where we could partner on a drone and just focus on the payload. There's a huge patent potential. For now, we're keeping very, very quiet and secretive. There's unfortunately a growing market size. For us it's good, but not for the world. And with no leading technology. And we have a great team from serial entrepreneurs to a world Olympic medalist in mathematics and in physics. And I can tell you it's a very unique science and with its accolades. And just in 1.5 years, we raised close to 1 million. We have first order, great partnerships, and a lot of awards as well. But regarding the mining case, there's other cases as well. Post-disasters, forensics, rescues, police work, archaeology, resource mining even, infrastructure monitoring, construction sites, and so many other cases that we don't even know. So I'm ending usually with this, a famous quote that I heard in Ukraine. But we are raising now, we started to raise our seed round, and we invite any investor that is willing to join a technology that could potentially save hundreds of thousands, maybe even more lives. So thank you very much.
Sure. Have you raised the grant money?
Sorry? Yeah, we did. We probably around all of that, close to $1 million is about roughly a couple hundreds grants, and we will do more grants. We are now applying to AEC, a pre-accelerator, and probably AEC main accelerator will continue on that as well.
What is the seed round?
We are raising about roughly now 1.5 million. Probably at least half of that would be grants. And we know that in our pipelines, at least we will get that. And the rest is, we have a 300K commit from Lithuanian angel syndicate, so we will welcome Latvian angels as well.
Okay. I also had a question about how sensitive is the system in terms of the terrain or the moisture of the land, or like any specifications where it doesn't work that well?
It obviously, there's a huge challenge. Humanity has no vision underground, at least now, a great vision underground. And as you know, as radio wave technology in airports were built for by 10 years, probably. Our radars in cars, 60 gigahertz radar in a car that you have the distance between other cars in front, that's also radar, technology have been built for many years. So in this case as well, there's a lot of things to do, a lot of things to work around, but we are building a totally unique radar for UAV use. So there's a lot of things to solve those issues, yeah. But we are solving them. It's pretty okay with that.
More questions from the audience? Yes?
After the fundraising, how do you plan to spend the money?
Mostly, obviously, still continue. It's R&D. It's very deep technology. High physics, high mathematics, software, hardware, firmware. Obviously, So obviously, product development. Then we are starting marketing. Go to marketing. Selling, obviously. Demoing, going to Ukraine as much as possible. In other contaminated places on Earth. There's so many places where to go and where to showcase this technology. So mostly, development, marketing, and maybe the last one is scalability, manufacturing scalability, because the payload itself we need to develop in-house, at least have the ability to, with third parties, to develop it on a scale. So that we need to develop as well. So probably those three pillars.
One last question.
What is the technology readiness level at this point?
So we are finalizing basically our first order with Lithuanian MOD. We're going to the fields basically in a couple months, finalizing and showcasing the technology. So it's basically the end of MVP, or I don't know, real world environment testing.
Okay, one last question.
Given that you go with Lithuanian military now into the current sort of product testing stage, why do you actually need Lithuanian MOD for that? I mean, again, as you showed yourself, Ukraine is pretty contaminated. There are plenty of space to R&D.
Yeah. We took more of them as a first order, so who else can believe in you as your own government or your own agencies, etc.
Imagine if you go to Ukrainian MOD, people in the field, they will luckily accept your technology.
Yeah, of course. But it's a very, it's a very deep technology. It doesn't. It's like 1 year, 2 years, 3 years of development. You cannot go to Ukraine and showcase something that is not fully tested in your environment. And to test in your environment is pretty difficult with landmines. It's kind of, I had a lot of runs with my car, and in the back I had secretly given landmines in my car. So imagine how was that process. So,
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
We have 2 more startups to go. So Vitalis, I would like to welcome you on stage with representing Profi Market.
Hi. This project will be, I think it would be interesting for someone who works in real estate or the construction as well. Yeah, my name is Vitaly. I'm building the Profi Market. It's the B2B marketplace where the businesses can find and compare construction services with the assistance of the AI agents. Yes, what we have, we already have 40,000 profit, more than 45,000 organic leads in our webpage, more than 6,000 suppliers, and I will show you how we reach almost the zero CAC for B2B customers. Imagine the problem. The OpenAI wants to build the huge data centers across US. What they're doing, they're hiring the general contractor. And this actual general contractor is contracting a lot of thousands of these small subcontractors. You see all them on the pictures. Who is doing the actual work? Is the concreting, making the steel, producing steel, assembling, the same with windows, making the finishing works, electrician, wax systems, and etc. Yeah, and what's interesting, 95% companies in the world, the subcontractors looks like that. It's the really small companies with 10 to 50 employees per company. Yeah, but still, for this general contractor who needs these small contractors, he must compare as much as possible these small contractors to just secure the best possible price for this particular construction site. But these small contractors don't have the capacity, no trust, no visibility at internet. That's why we're building the modern way how to find and compare these suppliers. How it works quickly. For example, general contractors posting the bid, like an email that I need to concrete 1,000, I need to find the electrician, for example, yeah. Then we have their own database of the contractors. We're matching with the best, and we are writing as automatically. We're doing automatic outreach by AI calling and the email as well by WhatsApp. And that's how he's getting as much as bids possible relevant to him. And most important, we are giving this product for free. It's completely free for the general contractors. Yes, they're getting supplier, the database, automated outreach, best price guarantee on the market. And for suppliers, we're bringing the new leads, new orders by WhatsApp, and the free software. We have almost the 50,000 organic site visits. Most important, we added the US 1 month ago, and you see it's working as well. And we're receiving from the New York right now the orders. We have the leading positions in GPT if these searches is related to the construction. Once again, as I mentioned, yeah, we onboarded more than 6,000 suppliers and cover demand about 2.5 billions. 40,000 already receive it, and more than 300 B2B customer spending. We just don't have the capacity, let's say, to work with them. We're focusing on general contractors right now, but there is the quite big opportunity, like the retail and product who building the stores and etc. And of course the real estate investors and developers could be interesting there. I was showing the picture. That's how we're onboarding the B2B customers. There is the 45 project managers from the biggest GCs. And it's not just a B2B one call, we can onboard 40. Tomorrow I will have the same amount of the people, and the week after the same amount of the people. That's how we're showing and selling our product. Marketplace is 100% for free, but we are charging these suppliers with the success fee, about 2.5%. And the average the tender size from 2 till 100K. And we're testing the suppliers will maybe later on as well the pay subscription just to be presented. It's already working, we'll try it, and they're willing to pay. We're just not charging yet. I will skip this. About me, I'm working in construction about 19 years already. It's my second startup in the PropTech, not the first one. I personally delivered more than 100 millions in the construction projects. The biggest project I built in Spain is 33 millions worth, and most challenging, I would say, in Sweden, the modular hotel in Sweden. Yes, and I deeply understand this quite huge industry. Yes, in Europe, there is a 3.6 million construction companies. In the US, there are 3.2. And they have as I mentioned, the same problem with this searching for the subcontractor, same problem in Sweden, in Spain, and US. I face it personally. Our unfair advantage, we can get these B2B customers at ultra low costs. As I mentioned it, for these halls that we're running the presentations for the companies, they're paying us. Not we paying to acquiring these customers, they're paying us. And we identify the demand, for example, in New York, there is a 300,000 tenders and the suppliers that we can reach automatically with the contacts and almost for free. We set as our quite huge the future target is the New York, when we launching right now, and the round that the seed round that probably will rise in a couple next months. Now we are looking, let's say, I would love to talk with the sub-angels and give them some interesting discounts for the future round, and but we're not rising yet, but preparing. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. I would like to, you can scan and see how the actual tenders looks like already when it's done, even on your phone. Yeah, you'll see how to.
Two or three questions.
Yeah.
So feel free to bombard some tough questions. I have my own. What prevents these suppliers from bypassing you in terms of paying the success fee?
We're charging so small that there is no reason bypassing.
Ah, okay.
It means you just trying not to give us 2,000K, for example, but next time you will not receive 100K contract. That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Fair enough.
Yeah. If our price or the margin will be 20 or 30%, I think it would happen. But we are going on the amount with the, yes.
Have you tested the product in other markets? In other countries?
Yes, Spain, that actually will receive the success fee. And now in New York, we have the organic inbound request from the customers, yes. And as well, the suppliers registering on our platform in US as well.
But not in the Baltics,
In the Baltics, yes, there is already, yes. Yeah.
One last question.
I have a question. Yeah. Just follow on that. Can you unpack? So top 3 markets, what's your GMV in each market? Clarify.
Let's say we are like testing, but for example, as I mentioned, we are targeting the New York that has the 68 billion construction volume in 1 year. It's only one city. Imagine.
Yeah. But you mentioned you're profitable, so it just tested it.
Yes, it just tested. For your understanding, from the one tender we're receiving from 100 euro till 10,000 euros per just one tender that we could run. It depends from how big tender it is.
It's first works in Europe. You haven't done this in big scale in Riga or Spain.
No, it's just let's say the fraction of the sales. We're just beginning. Let's say. Yeah.
Sorry, but we're going over time, so I will have to ask to follow up with the questions later on. Thank you.
Okay.
And last but not least today, just to get you warmed up, who here has played or has kids who play with Lego? Raise your hands. So this is going to be for you. It's a very attentive one. So Ilya, may I ask you to come on stage?
Hello, everybody. I see you are quite tired. It's evening, and I'm the last one standing between you and whatever, coffee, beer. So I'll try to be fast. Let's start. So first of all, this business idea started back in 2022. I sold my consulting business back then. I ran it for 15 plus years. It was quite exhausting, and I was thinking, what should I do next? At the same time, my son, he was 6, and he was very much obsessed with Lego, and I liked it very much. It's much better than computer games. So we bought him a lot of Lego. So we ended up having like over 100 kilograms of Lego at our home, everywhere. And he still wanted to get more. So I told him, no, stop, no more new Lego, let's sort old one. And I tried to sort old Lego, these loose bricks, into sets, so he could build them again. And I failed. Yes, I failed, because it's very difficult. So, but at the same moment, there was an aha. So I realized that maybe I'm not alone, and maybe there are many families with the same problem. With the same problem and the same box full of Lego, and not only Lego, but full of memories, full of hours. I don't know about you, but I was spending hours with my son building Lego together. So but at the same time, you have like thousands of euros there frozen. And the interesting part is that when you mix Lego, the value evaporates. So you lose like 90% of money you just spent on sets when they just, became mixed. And if you want to restore this value, you need to sort them. And sorting loose bricks into sets by hand is very difficult. It's possible if you're a monk or if you're meditating and you have like all the time in the world. But yeah, in the real world, nobody does it. And that's very unfortunate because there is so much Lego out there. Like our calculation tells that there is over 1.5 million tons of Lego already produced, because Lego as a company is 75 plus years old, it's very old, and it has been producing plastic for a long time. So this Lego is out there, it's super good for reuse because it's durable, it's interoperable, it's timeless. However, it still sits unused, and Lego Group produces billions more of Lego bricks every year. Why? Because we keep buying it. Every year, 100 plus million people get new Lego set. 100 plus million, kind of part of the Europe that is quite significant, bigger than our Baltic states for sure. And last year alone, people spent 13 billion euros on new Lego. So yeah, come on, this is a niche market. Yeah, beat that 13 billion niche market. It's not a niche, that's a really large market. So we believe that these people, they deserve a better deal. And the better deal sounds like a refurbished sets. So in our understanding, almost everybody would prefer cheaper, more affordable, high quality refurbished set to a new one, because it will be almost the same except for the box. However, the funny thing is that the secondary market right now, the market for this refurbished set, is almost non-existent. And you will ask me why, and I will tell you again, because sorting manually is very expensive, it's unscalable. And this is where we come. So this is the actual picture of our brick sorter. So we came up with the world's first automated brick sorting machine, industrial grade, so it's not like a hobby project. So this is a real tough metal thing that weighs a ton plus, and it's working. It's using our proprietary computer vision models to recognize like tens of thousands of bricks with near perfect accuracy, and then it sorts them into sets automatically. So we use this technology already to serve our customers, and what we do, we offer them, first of all, refurbished sets. So we buy bricks in the market, we clean them, we add missing parts, pack them as new, except for the box, and sell them. So the second thing, we provide service. This is exceptionally demanded right now among our customers. So if you have a box full of Lego and you still have some memories and you want to restore them, so you send this box to us, we scan it, we identify sets, we add missing bricks, clean, repack, and you get them back set by set, all of them. And of course, if you don't need your Lego anymore, we are happy to buy them, and we are buying Lego in bulk already, so we can refurbish it and sell to somebody who needs it. The key, key competitive advantage behind our business is quite high level of automation. So this machine that I showed you, that's only the first prototype. We are already working on the second generation. And we are shooting at two moving targets at the same time. We need to get the cost of sorting down as low as possible. So we can really ensure that people get these affordable sets, and we need to increase capacity because right now we have very low capacity. So, but anyway, since our the launch of the machine, we already decreased the price from a little bit over 200 euros per kilo to around 80. This year we will decrease it to 25. We will be gross profitable, and we will start scaling sorting lines. We will start in Europe and then in the US. Why do we need scaling? Because the demand is very high. We launched the pilot last year, and yeah, this is I missed the slide actually, but anyway. So we launched the pilot in Germany last year. So we asked people, do you want us to restore your sets? So now we have 1,200 plus orders. Each week we got 50 orders. Average order is 400 euros plus VAT. It's very large. And people are paying because we are processing these orders. Unfortunately, we are very low in capacity, so we are processing kind of a low amount, and people are lining up for years. I mean, they know that they wait for a year to send us brick, but still they are paying deposits to be there. So yeah, so what we need additional funding. We already had 1.5 million in pre-seed funding. So we use this money to build these machines and test all the processes. So right now we are raising 1 million. Over half of it already done. A lot of our previous investors, they participate. So yeah, we're inviting you to join this round as well. And the final slide, the team. So we have a very strong, let's say, DNA coming from Vinted. I don't know if you heard about the company. So my co-founder, Aurimas, he was one of early employees, spent 8 years in Vinted. Coincidence, one of our early investors and advisors is Mantas Mikutskas. He's actually, I mean, he was not literally the founder, but he was very close to funding the company. And yeah, we also have somebody told that have a medalist from Olympiads. We also have the Ilinas. He's a very smart guy, so that's probably all Lithuanian startups that we are chasing these guys from the Olympiads. And Zita and myself. So yeah, that's it. I hope I didn't exceed my time too much. And
a little bit.
A little bit. By about an hour. Thank you.
Time for questions. Yeah, sorry.
Where do you get to those spare parts?
We get them on the secondary market, and you'll be surprised. You know what? The secondary market right now, with all this manual sorting, is 1 billion. So there is a large platforms where you can buy old and new Lego one by one. It's super not convenient. I mean, if you would see the user interface, it sucks, but it's fan driven, so it's made for fans. We use this infrastructure. Actually, Lego themselves, they acquired the largest second-hand marketplace 7 years ago, yeah. So yeah.
Question. Two questions. One is, how do you scale the sorting machines? You said from currently 170 to 3,000. And second question is, how does CADA and all the other non-Lego interfere with sorting? Because I guess that's a big problem, and I made the experience myself with buying Duplo for our son. You get tricked easily.
So I'll start from the second part of the question, if you allow. So our computer vision is recognizing bricks very accurately, so we are able to recognize non-Lego, especially when these objects are clearly non-Lego. The problem is Chinese copycats, because Chinese copycats that could be, identical except for the Lego written on the stud. Because I don't know why, but of course, Lego is doing it for protection. So on every Lego brick, you have number of Lego, let's say, written on there. So we have cameras that are able to read this Lego, so we could recognize fakes from original. So that's one part of the answer. Another part of the answer about the scaling. So the machine itself right now, it's limited by mechanical, let's say, features. So we can only process one part per, that's actually the maximum throughput of this machine is 1 part per 4 seconds. And I need to give you more technical details. I could, just so you understand, because we handle one brick after another. So, we need to take care of each of them. So our prototypes that we are drawing right on conceptual level, they could handle like 2 bricks per second, something like that. So and also there is not only the machine, there are some other steps involved, because there is a cleaning, there is packing, and optimizing all of them, not simultaneously, but one by one, we are able to increase throughput and, of course, decrease manual labor, because manual labor is our key driver of costs.
Time for one more question, yes.
I have 3 big boxes myself, like in Germany. How are your customers basically handling the logistics? They get DHL to pick them up, or?
Yeah, so currently, since we are serving only German customers, so lucky you, I guess, if you would like to become our customer, you could use this, introduction to skip the line because the line is long. But anyway, so we're using DHL. It's very simple. It's very simple because we just order DHL, so the courier arrives and they already have it pre-packed. We give them instructions how to pack it. Ideally, you don't pack just in a box because in transit box could be ripped. So you at least use a bag, usually this trash bag. So, but it's very simple. It's nothing fancy. And right now we ship to Lithuania, but it's only right now because we're in prototype stage. Once we have this machine working on a level that we are satisfied with, we will start opening sorting centers in major hubs in Europe. So definitely Germany will have the first one because we already have customers there.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So it's been a long day. That's it for today. Not going to say any more words. So feel free to enjoy the rest of the evening, connect with the founders, and see you each other next time. Thank you.